Residents of Holbeck take a lot of pride in seeing their area in bloom, but just recently it's not the flowers that have got people talking, but a particular group of visitors. Arriving early last week, at first it was only one or two mobile homes which had taken up residence on Holbeck Moor, but it wasn't long before a traveller camp of around 30 caravans had been established. A week later, and this morning, the group was still here, provoking a reaction from both local residents and councillors.
Well, on this moor we have actually an order that says caravans are not allowed. So when they originally came, we presumed that they would leave within 24 hours, but for whatever reason, I'm not too sure, that hasn't happened. So we're taking them to court this morning. The reasons residents are complaining, and as you can see, this is one of the only green spaces in Holbeck. It actually is a very good green space. There's a group called Friends of Holbeck Moor. We do our best with Holbeck in Bloom to keep this a nice green area, and as you can see at the moment, it's getting trashed.
Well, speaking to local residents today, it seems that few of them have a particular problem with travellers, but what they are concerned about is the amount of mess that they seem to have brought with them. Today's court hearing was always expected to fall in favour of giving the travellers 24 hours in which to vacate the moor, but as you can see, even before any official action has been taken, many of them have elected to pack up and leave. In much the same way that the travellers had arrived here, what started as a steady trickle of caravans soon became an exodus, with most appearing to head off down Topmoor side towards the M621. In what can sometimes be a somewhat fragile relationship between local authorities and the travelling community, the latter's argument is often outweighed by the state in which they leave the land.
I don't think they care. I think this particular group, it's a nice location, they've come for a holiday, they've come to do business. Who will want to camp on Holbeck Moor? But that's not what we do as a society. If they want to travel, then they need to travel from site to site, the official sites, or away from communities. If you want to travel, and I have no trouble with travellers travelling, but don't stop in South Leeds.
By 10:30, only a handful of travellers remained. Even before the site was empty, the clean-up operation was underway, with plenty of work to be done, with broken glass and litter covering much of the area. This patch of scorched grass shows evidence of one of the large-scale fires which residents have complained about, with the leaves of the tree above also having been badly burnt. It could be up to a year before the land recovers. What the clean-up crew perhaps didn't expect to find left behind, though, no fewer than 5 abandoned caravans. Some were in worse states than others, the back end of this one in particular having been almost completely destroyed. Take a look inside, and it's hard to believe that this was once someone's home. The outcome of today's hearing at Leeds Magistrates Court states that travellers can't return to this site for 3 months. Until then, they'll be on the lookout for a new site, whether in Leeds or elsewhere. Hugh Caswell, on the air.